Okay, the thing is, like, I don't think there's anything wrong with having non distinctive hobbies or choosing to hang out with your friends. And I think the impulse to come up with a specific niche combination of hobbies and interests to define yourself is an ego problem that does once again feed into the individualistic neoliberal cultural landscape that makes community organizing so much harder and thus makes life so much more unpleasant. It's also totally fine to enjoy monocultural interests like, I don't know, Game of Thrones or sunsets. But I think this attitude to set ourselves apart and to make even our non distinctive hobbies productive has led to the overuse of Goodreads, Letterboxd, and all those other tracking apps that essentially quantify how much time we've spent doing casual leisure activities. And at a certain point, these activities move from leisure to just work. Even though there's an undeniable dopamine rush whenever you're able to check off an item from your watch list, right? Even though that does exist, according to Stephen Butler, a psychology professor at the University of Prince Edward Island, Canada, research has tended to show that giving external reinforcements or rewards for activities that are intrinsically motivating or inherently satisfying to people tends to decrease their motivation to do them. I also think the need to quantify our hobbies comes from work culture bleeding into our everyday ideologies. In Work's Intimacy, Melissa Gregg discusses how some people can be more satisfied with their work role than their home role because excelling in your work is more measurable than, say, excelling in your interpersonal relationships. For example, if you put in 20 more hours into your work, you may be given overtime pay, or you may be entitled to a big Christmas bonus. But spending 20 more hours dealing with your crumbling marriage at home doesn't guarantee that your husband or wife will fall back in love with you. As a result, I think it's safe to say that some people have lost the patience to work through community and social problems because they've been conditioned into getting the concrete reward system that employment offers. When it comes to casual leisure, when we've accepted this reward system that work has given us, it can be difficult to find value in reading books without having anything to show for it. I mean, there's a number of benefits, obviously, to reading fiction, including improving your ability to empathize, but that's not measurable. You can't track that. And you especially can't capture that visually on social media, which is a whole other can of worms, which is the monetization of hobbies.